Standing dutifully at watch, one Mr. Bub. What do you say, Mr. Bub? What do you say? What do you have to say for the camera? Oh, hello. Good to see you again. And how are you on this fine Saturday morning? It's beautiful out there. Let me know how you are in the comments below. Alright, so I've got a ton of stuff to do, and no way in hell am I getting this uploaded before 11 Eastern time, so let's just get right down to it. Hope you had a great Friday night. I hope your weekend is going to go well, and that's exactly what we're going to look at today. So let's do this. So who is guiding us through the weekend today? The Well of Weird. Oh, the Well of Weird. The very well that Odin was looking down into when the runes finally surfaced during his sacrifice of himself to himself. Also known as the Well of Erd. And so this weekend, you should try to be a force in your own life. Or whether you want to call it magic or will or whatever. No screwing around. Take your power, whatever power that may be, and put it into use this weekend. So if you've got weekend plans, such as you're going to use this weekend to get things done around the house, that would definitely be a good thing. And guess what? You got a rhino spirit backing you. And the rhino spirit tells us to overcome any obstacles. That's not a bad thing, I don't think. I think it's more of a power through kind of a deal, isn't it? Sort of feels like it to me. But let's get what the book has to say. It says, we always have the choice to press ahead, and Rhino Spirit's strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. This animal spirit knows there's more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways by going around them, shattering them with the force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you. Apply your Rhino Spirit with creativity, and no obstacle can stand, for you have the magic to make and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino Spirit wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire today, it means that something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants what is best for you. You know, I was doing a private reading for a friend last night, and before I did it, while I was setting up, I had YouTube going on in the background, and the song by The Hue, Wolf Totem, featuring Jacob E. Shaddix of Papa Roach, was on, and I decided to check it out. I've heard the original. The original was good. It's an awesomely motivating song, but this one with Jacob E. Shaddix was phenomenal. I really got into it. And if you need a little motivation, just kind of listen to that song. You know, kind of let it come in a little bit. I think you'll be surprised with the results. So, let's see what we're doing this weekend, shall we? Looks like we're powering through. We're making magic happen, and that's a great thing. So, we have 3 of Cups, we have a 10 of Pentacles or coins, and we have a 2 of Wands. So it looks like we're collaborating with others again. Looks like we have sort of an abundance or an excessive amount. And we're also faced with sort of a decision, aren't we? So, it would seem that we're celebrating. We can definitely see a celebration there. We're going to be amongst friends this weekend, Father's Day weekend, so we may be with our families this weekend. I definitely can see that. Okay, so we are definitely facing a choice right now. Yeah, it's a difficult choice as well, but I think perseverance comes to mind with that with that card predominantly. This is where, you know, once the celebrating's done, we may have to look at a few things for the week ahead. So if you look at this as, you know, we are celebrating Father's Day this weekend, at least that's what I hear, and so we're celebrating Father's Day. We're celebrating with our families. Afterwards, though, there may need to be some choices made. What those choices are, I'm not really sure. So we're going to consult with the stars a minute and see exactly what it is that we're faced up against. What is it we're facing here? Why does it kind of turn so introverted? So we have a new Earth, we have Earthed, and of course all paths lead home. And that tells a pretty interesting story. So we're seeing sort of like a new beginning here. Now the decision's where that obstacle is going to come into play, I think. Actually, I think it's also going to come into these 2 cards, the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. But there's definitely a fire there. There's a fire. There's an energy that's just waiting to come out. But you've got to keep holding whatever your vision is. Got to keep holding it. Okay. But you have to be, this one's always telling us be in the world but just not of it. You chose to be here, so plant yourself here. You may be feeling a little bit of a homesickness right now, but But this one's telling you turn your gaze within, because you do have the knowledge, the capability, the intuition to make your obstacles go the hell away. There's always some good in that. So Earth. So don't give up now. You're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds. Dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. So keep focusing on your dreams. You're closer than you think. Okay? And we have Earthed. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean toward transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than here on earth. So, do you tend to long for the stars or to be more in the physical? Now, the question is finding that balance between the two. And then, of course, all paths lead home. It's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance, but what's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You're being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection will become. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice to get into the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day, before consuming anything from the outside world. To start from a feeling of at-homeness, and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. That doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, devotion. So when you go out into the world, when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep, deep within. Well, that can tell a story, can it? In fact, I'm wondering, what are the little whispers here that we need for today? What is the which runes of the will the Will of Erd show us? So we have Uruz, Advertise, and of course Manas. I can tell you that these are like, this is more of an earth-based card, and it tells us to kind of get a little grounded, find that balance. That's telling you you're protected. Okay? So you are definitely protected. Nothing to worry about there. So you need to build your personal power ethically from inside out. Endurance and resilience are important right now. That's pointing toward that rhino spirit. Our will can change our fate. It can forge a path where there is none. Remember that forge don't follow card? Well, even though it's not here in the spread, it's still in play. Look to your health and vitality, for those may need healing. Are you treating yourself well? Because I hope so. You're going to need it. That's the way you protect yourself. That's the way you do well for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that, whether that's your mental or physical health. So with Advertise or Algiz, whichever you prefer to call it, Be courageous. Fear is a necessary part of courage. Differentiate between what is yours and what belongs to others. Respect others' property and boundaries. Step forward, do what's right, even if others do not. Develop deeper connections with the plants and animals who share this planet. So, get back to nature a little bit. You know, go out for that walk. And then finally, we got manas. So develop yourself in all the ways you can, fulfill your potential. Don't shy away from the collective consciousness. Human nature means mistakes are made, but we can learn from them. Working with and for the community is becoming important to you. Be rational about an issue rather than emotional. We keep getting that one hammered home. So, let me tell you what the summary looks like to me. You may be celebrating the weekend right now, but after that celebration's over, you're going to have a sort of a decision to face. Now, I'm thinking this points more to you personally than the external things going on. Normally we cover the external things, but this one is telling you, this looks like it's pointing toward your mental health. So you may need to, dare I say it, engage in a little prayer, you know, attend those church services if that's your thing, attend those. You know, do things that are good for your mental health, do things that are good for your spiritual health, and do things that are good for your physical health this weekend. So, no getting loaded. Or if you want to drink, but moderate it. You know, a couple drinks, just have those, and then, you know, you're good the rest of the time. And let me tell you something. This old guy is hungry, but you still have 15 minutes. Come here. Come here. Ooh, big boy. He would like to say hello again. Hi. Say hi. No? Okay. I actually got footage of him earlier. I think you saw him. Anyway, this is us trying to get back to ourselves, and that's a great thing for a weekend plan. Next weekend, I will be attending Truth Moot. That's going to be done virtually, so this week is going to look a little on the iffy side. We're going to have very few readings this weekend. Tomorrow won't be here. I usually take those Sundays off, but I'm working this Sunday. Not a bad thing. Monday, we'll say that one's up in the air. Tuesday, I definitely will not be here. The rest of the week is looking pretty good, but I don't know about this weekend. So there may be fewer readings this week than normal. But that's okay, because I think you've got this. For those of you that come here every week, I think you got this. The most important thing is develop yourself this weekend. You know, I'd be willing to bet someone out there is having this obstacle. You've been sitting around. Maybe you're reading, maybe you're watching TV, maybe you're watching YouTube. You've been playing video games or something like that, and you're thinking, I would be able to lose this weight if I could just get up off my butt, if I could just find the time, make the time. In fact, if it helps, turn this video off and go get to work on yourself. I would rather you shut this video completely off, go get to work on yourself, get yourself calm, get yourself centered, do those things around the house and stuff like that. Come back to this when everything's done. I would rather you do that, because if you're sitting here constantly watching me in the morning and then you're just, you know, going down the YouTube rabbit hole here, you're not doing yourself any favors. And that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to keep you from doing anything. I'm here to tell you, shut this video off if it helps. Go do something. Go, you know, go for that walk, go for that jog, do some push-ups. Shut this video off, start learning how to code, start learning whatever it is you want to learn how to do tarot cards and oracles, study those books, pull out that Bible and read it a little bit. If you do a little bit for everything about you every day, after 300, and this is the thing, after 365 days you look back and realize just how much you've accomplished, how much you've bettered yourself, how much you've learned, how much you've done. And that's really where this is going. So we are, and that That is truly something to celebrate. That is truly killing those obstacles. That's truly strength. That is truly endurance. So, take this weekend. Make you your project. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for showing up. I want to thank you for always being here, for riding with us, for rocking with us, however you want to call it. I truly appreciate all of you, and I love you. Remember that. Some days these cards can be pretty harsh in their truth, but when you're in that truth, things work. Alright, I'm going to let you get to your weekend. I'm going to get this thing uploaded. I've got a bunch of stuff to do, and I got to make time for that. Can't sit around all day watching YouTube. Darn. I love watching YouTube. One of my favorite things recently has been, well, we've covered this before, but I'll show you. There's another aspect to the Raven here. It's one thing I love. Swiss Army knives. I have a few of these. I got 2 more on the way. But I love watching all the stuff that people do with these, because let me tell you something. They may not look like much, but these things are simply amazing. I recommend everybody get one. Seriously, buy yourself one. There you go. You know, having tools on hand. Increase your value as a person. Get a new skill. Make yourself bulletproof, bomb-proof. Make yourself valuable to any and everyone around you. And then, there's nothing that can stop you. You will have the advantage. You'll have the upper hand. That's it. Thank you so much for coming. Love you all. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, shine on.